Hey guys, I'm Max, head of content here at pray.com, and I'm here to show you how to make your first video on Pray Production Studio. Let's dive into it. So first, what you're going to do is you're going to go to the Projects tab on Pray Production Studio and go to the top right where it says New Project. Click on Director Mode, and you're going to give your project a title. I'm just going to call this one David and Goliath. This is a test. Biblical mode, you want to turn that on. If you're making a Bible story, use biblical mode. It helps tell Pray Production Studio the locations, what everyone's wearing, all that type of stuff. It will keep it all consistent to biblical times, and it draws from the Bible when creating images and videos. So we'll turn that on, and you could select from landscape or portrait, cinemascope. Typically, you'll only make videos in landscape or portrait if you're doing reels and shorts. So I'm going to do landscape, and you'll see the various different styles that you can choose from. On this one, we're going to do a cinematic live action, but you can also do an anime. You can do a kids-looking, painterly-looking story. So for now, we're going to go cinematic live action, and then we're going to create a project. And then you're going to land on this page. This is essentially your dashboard for your project. In order to start it, the first thing you want to do is start your shot planning. And so we're going to hit continue right here. And then we're going to add a script. So you have either created a script beforehand. If you haven't, you could go into generate and you can generate a script. Just make sure that for your first video, I would turn this script length to a 1 minute versus a 3 or an 8 minute, just so you can get a hang of kind of what you're creating there. But you can see the various options that you can do. You can do a shot list. You can upload an audio sermon. For now, I have a script on the side right here that I'm going to paste right in. It's a very simple David and Goliath scene. And then when you got your script and you've put it in there, you can upload it as well. You're going to hit that green light script button. And what this is going to do is Pray Production Studio is going to read your script. It's going to find who the actors are. It's going to find how many scenes are in the script and how many shots we need to generate in order to make this video. Okay, great. So now you can see that it has parsed out the two main actors. So you have David, you have Goliath. Here are your characters. You can see that there are some locations in here. And then the camera body, we can end up choosing. I'm going to do a RE 65, which is a large format camera. And then you could see the shots. So there's 10 shots and the amount of scenes for those 10 shots. So we have 3 scenes. A couple of them have 3 shots each. And the last scene has 4 shots. So the first thing what you want to do is you want to hire your actors that are going to play David and Goliath. Now, we've been using Pray Production Studio for a while, so you can see that we have a bunch of actors already in here. But for you, I imagine you haven't made an actor yet, so the first thing you're going to want to do is hit that plus button, and we're going to create a David. Now, the nice thing here is you can add character features or traits. So say if you want David to be wearing something or holding a wooden staff, anything like that, you would put that in here. For now, I'm just going to hit continue and start to generate my David character, which will be created based off of the script that I inputted. So if in your script you have details about what David is doing or wearing, that will show up here when you're generating the character, which is nice. So remember, in the very beginning, ever since uploading your script to Pray Production Studio, that script will flow all the way through the pipeline and tell Pray Production Studio how to make the images, the videos, and all that. And so here you can see the 2 different character sheets that it generated. You can click on it and get a little zoom in on what David looks like. And, you know, I like kind of both of them, but I think I'm going to go with this one, number 2. So you just click it to maximize it and then click it again to minimize it. And then select number 2, and I'm going to use this sheet. If you don't like either of them, you can click that regenerate button. But for now, we're going to use this character sheet. And as you can see, what's going to happen now is it's going to take that character sheet to make multiple images of this character. So we're going to get a close-up of David, a full body shot of David, and a profile shot of David, as you can see right here. So here's our headshot, here's our full body shot, and then our profile shot. And we're gonna hit done because we like that. And the next is you're gonna see this unsaved icon right here. So you're gonna make sure that you save this so that you're saving David into the character David. So this is your actor David that you just saved into the character. And we're gonna do the same thing for Goliath. Okay, great. So now that you've got your actors saved to their characters, you can move on to the next step. Just make sure they're both checked, right? All your actors are checked up here. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna go down to your shots and you're gonna start approving all of these shots, okay? And you can see that the process is happening right now. I'm gonna hit that approve button. Okay, great. So now you can see all the shots are approved and we can move on to the storyboard. And what I'll just show you here really quickly, what just happened is all of our shots are pre-filled in with Pre-Production Studio. So it knows to create an extreme wide shot of the Valley of Elah and the low angle and close-ups and all these types of different shots in here in order to create your video. And of course you can go in there, you can do some edits, fine-tune it and that type of stuff. What we're gonna do is advance to the storyboarding process and start to generate these into images. And so right here you can start to see this is your storyboard that you'll end up generating images with. And you'll see that all the shots are in here with the descriptions needed. And what you can do is click on the image generator that you want to use, whether it be OpenAI Image 2.0 or maybe Nano Banana, Nano Banana 2, Nano Banana Pro. For character consistency, Nano Banana 2 does work better than Nano Banana Pro, so I do recommend that. And then for OpenAI Image 2.0, I think looks better than the previous version 1.5. So as you're looking at your shots, you'll notice that there are these little character pills on the top right here. So you can see that David is supposed to be in this shot, Goliath is supposed to be in this shot, and Pre-Production Studio knows all of this, again, because of the script that you inputted in the very beginning. So you can see the various different characters in each shot up at the top here. And if there's two characters in one shot, then both of their, call it headshots, will be up there as well. So I'm gonna go into here and I could start generating some images. So I'm gonna do OpenAI 2.0, generate that one. I'm also going to use OpenAI 2.0 on shot number 2 as well. And I will use, just to show you a little bit of a difference, Nano Banana 2 for shot number 3. Okay, so as you can see, we've got our shots generated and they look pretty good. The nice thing is you have Goliath, who's so massive that the top of his head's getting cut off here. You could change that up and regenerate another one if you want to get his full body into the shot. But for now, I'm pretty good with what we've seen right here with what we've got. You can see that this is our character David, looking like a good character of David here. Now, for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to start to generate all of these shots, but what you notice is you can do things like this cinematic enhancement, which really allows you to dial in the shots specifically to what you want, whether that be a certain lens style, if you want that anamorphic look, which is kind of like in those Transformers videos or any type of Michael Bay movie like Bad Boys. And you can also dial in the focal length, so certain types of lenses you may want to use as well. In the depth of field, if you want to ultra shallow depth of field, which is something like on a close-up of someone's face and you want the whole background blurred out, or a maximum f-stop at 16, which will basically have everything in the camera all in focus, call it. So for now, I'm not going to dial in all those cinematic enhancements, but I do recommend you doing that just for the sake of this tutorial and showing you how this all works. I'm going to go through and do Nano Banana 2 for all of these images because Nano Banana 2 is the fastest generator that is available right now. And then after you have your whole shot list created, you can go to Continue to Videos. And now this is where you will start turning all of your images into videos. And you could see the different generators that we have here. So there's the Google VO, Kling, Seedance 2.0. These are the main video generators that we use. Now, video generation process does take a while. It may take 3 to 5 minutes, sometimes longer per shot. So I'm not going to do all the shots here today, but I'm going to give you an example of how to do that. Now, what I'll show you here is Kling does a very good job of action. So does Seedance. If you want a little bit less action, VO is good as well. This is the one from Google, right? And what I'm going to do is show you on, let's call it this image. We'll do a Kling generation. And what you'll do is inside of here, you can create your motion prompt. Now, there's a few things that you can do. If you don't know what to say because you've never done video generation in the past, the nice thing about Pray Production Studio is it will pre-fill out the information for you on what to put in the motion prompt. You can hit this refresh button and it will auto-fill that out for you as well. You can also look at the Kling enhancements. So when you open that up, you can change the duration. So right now it's a 5-second video clip. Most people really only need 5 seconds, but sometimes if you want some intense action, you can turn this up to a 15-second clip. Just remember it's going to use up more credits. You can see how many credits it's going to use there. So I'm just going to do something like a 9-second. And make sure you're on 1080p. The nice thing about Kling is 1080p and 720p, you get the same usage in terms of credits. So you notice how the credits don't change from 720 to 1080p. Really, the only reason why you would use 720p is if you want a faster generation. It doesn't take as long, right? So for this, I'm just going to do 1080p. If you want audio on, make sure that's on. Basically, that's going to add sound effects and stuff to your video. And you could see that we have a nice motion prompt here. And so what the motion prompt is doing is it's explaining what the action is going to be and then what the camera work is going to be in that video. And then some audio description as well, right? So we're going to go in here and we're going to hit generate. Let me just check everything one more time. We got Kling 3.0 video. Yep, looking good. Generate. Now, in the meantime, what we'll also do is we'll do another shot with a different generator. We'll do Seedance 2.0. Seedance, same thing. You have your duration slider. So I'm going to turn this one up to 9 seconds. And then same thing over here on the motion prompt. You could refresh that motion prompt if you don't want to use the one that's already provided for you. You can also notice that as you are typing, it will add more text onto the motion prompt that it believes you may need or may want in your motion prompt, in your text to video prompt, right? And so I can hit the tab button and it will just pre-fill out what it just suggested, right? And I can keep doing that if I want. Just keep hitting the tab button if I want to keep adding all the suggestions that Pray Production Studio is giving me. You can use a prompt like this, or we have this Pray Production Studio Enhanced prompt. So if you click that button, it will get into the details of what is going on in the video second by second. So now look at this prompt. You have a very detailed description of the characters right here in the first paragraph. And then you have a second by second breakdown, right? So at 0 seconds, David's practiced hands are already working the smooth stone, right? And it's describing the whole action of what's going on there. Then at 4 seconds, we have a pullback and a dolly out. Then at 7 seconds, we have a speed ramp. So Seedance 2.0 does really well with different types of speed, 60 frames per second, 120 frames per second, right? Slowing things down. And then we have a global parameter of the whole description of that scene. So I'm going to generate this right here and see what that video looks like. And as you can see, our Kling video is still generating. So like what I was saying before, video generation does take a while. So typically what I would do is go through here, generate a few videos, sit back, relax, let it happen, and then check my generations and move on to the next, right? All right, let's see how this shot turned out. So I'm going to zoom in here and press play. Cool. All right, so we got a dolly up, a little zoom in, 6 seconds. Okay, so you get it. All right, let's move on. click on the post-production tab. Now, remember, once all your videos are generated, they will show up in here and they'll be in this timeline. I don't necessarily recommend that you do all your editing in this timeline. As we do, we edit most of our videos in Adobe Premiere Pro, but you can also use CapCut or Final Cut Studio, Final Cut Pro, or whatever editing software that you use. For now, what we have here is you'll have your media bin, and so it's mainly all the stills, right, because we didn't generate the videos. But some of the videos will also be generated, or will show up in here as well for all the ones that you did generate, and you can see them here. Here's our 2 videos that we generated. You can see the audio file of those. And when you're ready, you can start to make your music as well. And so the music is in here. You have specific presets that you can use. I'm going to use the cinematic orchestral preset, and then a certain type of mood that you may want to put in here as well. So I'm going to go with the tense and dramatic, and then what you can do is you can suggest a music prompt based off of your script. So I'm going to hit that, and what it's going to do is, again, remember, Pray Production Studio has the script in hand, and it's going to use that to create a music prompt for you. Now, you can add on top of the music prompt, as you can see, that it is providing suggestions on what else I can add to that prompt, or I can say, yeah, this is a good one. I'm going to go with a 2-minute song and generate that music right here. So the whole idea of Pray Production Studio is that you can get in here, start making a video. Maybe you've never made a generative video before in the past, or you have and you're an experienced editor and you want those details and parameters to be able to really fine tune, change up, and dial in the shots and the scripts and the prompts that you want. So we have the presets for both, and let's check out this music track that it just generated. Forgot if I shared the sound, so I'll just play this in.
In the valley of the shadows, a silent breath before the
Cool. So there are some lyrics in there, and maybe you don't want lyrics, maybe you do. If you don't, just make sure you add in here instrumental only, and that way it won't have lyrics in the song. So you can go in here, you can download that song and start to use it on your editing platform. And once you have all the videos that you've generated, everything all together, what you can do is go down here into the download all zip file, and you'll click that download button, and it will start to download all the files that you just generated. The images, the videos, the music, any audio that you may have generated, all as one file that way. And then you can go into your Premiere Pro, Final Cut Studio, what have you, and start to create your finished video, or I should say edit your finished video together. And that's the basics of how to create your first video in Pray Production Studio using all of the generators. Hope you guys enjoy it. Let us know how it goes, and I'll see you on the next one.